Well, gentlemen, we're here to shoot a video on a Texas Star 500. This 500 is set up with a completely different fan kit. This is more like the stock fan kit than the Gatekeeper one that I just did the video on. Here's the shocking thing. Is this amplifier, without the driver in it, does almost the same amount of watts as that Gatekeeper box. I've been in this one as well. I did all the power wire mods, not this portion of it, because I would never accept this ever, but some of the stuff in here I've modified some of that. This has a thermocouple that's attached to the positive rail that when the amplifier gets too hot it turns the fan on, but it's actually attached to the heatsink. It's actually attached to the heatsink. On your Sweet 16s and those kinds of things, the thermal switch, heat-activated switch, is attached to the PCB board, which is sitting like a 1/4 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch off the heatsink. So the PC board's got to get hot enough to turn on the fans to get the thing to run. Or when the heatsink on this actually warms up enough, the fan will trip on and kick on. So the quality of this one is not the same as the others. This one's got a couple little dents and dings in the heatsink, or in the tin. Primarily just dust. But the power switch, the label's rubbed off. Now, as we all know, we can't get these anymore. They're, yeah, Texas Star. So, needless to say, everything does work. It's, preamp is obviously working on this, but okay, hello. So you can look at that, swung right up there. Hello, 1 1 1 1 1 1, about 30-35 watts worth of drive, and we've got beautiful output. Let's go up here. Let's take a look at the 955 with a 5-watt slug between it and the amplifier. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. That's our pass-through tune. That's the RF's ability to go down, go through the relay, come out of the amplifier, and go down to the dummy load. It represents your ability on your end to be able to talk and receive through it. You want that needle to move as little as humanly possible, and it's well within acceptable levels. Here's our input tune. Well within acceptable levels. All right, so with the amount of drive, I think we're at 15.4. So when we put it into operation and the loss of the too small Anderson clip, which I will change on the request of the new owner, the inside of the box is probably seeing 14.5 somewhere in there. Okay, at a 1111, 838 watts peak at a 111, and about 300 bird, which is what we've come to know and love. It is a Texas Star. Okay, so now we're going to push the green AM button, which means medium, at 1111, 750 to 760 watts. Then we're going to put the delay button in, which means low, at 111111, 480 watts peak. At 111111, at oh. Now, if you get this amplifier on your end, and your input reflect is a little bit too high, that means you're putting too much drive into this amp. So if this thing crawls off of 0 in your world and you start to see more than about maybe a 1/4 watt worth of reflect, that means you're putting too much drive into it. Just food for thought. So we got a Texas Star 500 with a fan kit with, once again, some green dots in it, which are pretty rare and awfully cool. I think we're asking 800 for this plus the ride. So it's the ride, 800, and taxes, of course, because, you know, we live in America and they like to tax us at 60% of every dollar that we make. And I know there's going to be some keyboard warrior out there that's going to say, well, that's not true. It's only 9%. Right. Federal, then government. And then when you go to spend the money, they tax you again on stuff you've already been taxed on. When it really boils down to it, it's about a 40% return that you get. So for every dollar, you get to keep 40% basically after taxes. Now, is it sitting in the bank? No, but they get you everywhere else. When you go to use the money, do anything with the money, they tax you. Just saying. Just saying. It's kind of annoying me because I've sold so much stuff here in just the last couple days. I'm sitting there looking, going, God, I got to withhold all that money for taxes? Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, I cry. Okay, so if you're interested in getting this amplifier, call me, text me, reach out, say something, and I will make it come directly to you. Once again, the transistors in this amplifier are worth more than the whole amplifier completed, in my opinion. I mean, if we really wanted to, we'd pull the Toshibas out, put HGs in, sell the amp for like $650, and I keep the Toshibas and put them on the shelf. But I'd rather see the good parts come out to you guys where you can use them, and this amp will last forever. You don't overdrive it, you don't volt it too high, it'll run forever. So, on that note, gentlemen, my name is BBI. Big shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys for being here with me. Shout out to Penta, XS, Siglet, MechMan, Odyssey, Bird, Coaxial Dynamics, Steaming, Watt Meters, Steaming Coax. And a big thanks to every single one of you guys. Okay, I'm off. I think the next things up are a couple Fat Boy 2 pills. Gentlemen, I'll see you. Click, click.